I'm starting to move into this category project. What I think a brick wall should be, it could be cool that you have brick walls you would someone else to solve. That's what I think we have here per country, which I think good, not good. Swedish family brick wall. Uh, but what is needed is possible. You need to have a headline saying brick wall. So if you jump into this Swedish brick wall, I think then we need to easily understand what the brick wall is. But I think also as important is to document what we have done and try to have some kind of template so it's easy to understand. For example, I'm doing research in Sweden, I can't find yada yada yada. I think we did some cool things in in for people from leaving USA. Drew and I here. He had some challenge finding some Swedish people, and he knew that Jones Andrew Paulsen was from Sweden, but that's all. So then we did some research notes. We added a section research notes. Find the roots in Sweden of what we know, and then we have migration date, birth date to do, and then we have some brainstorming. And I think, for example, key thing is find the birth parish. So then I went to Svar, which is a database, and then I did a search on John Paul, and then I got 64 hits. I did a search on John G. Paul 51, and then I got six. That's the same. Maybe here 13 hits. Maybe that's better. Yes. So then we're starting trying to narrow down what candidates we have. Check immigration records was one, ancestry was another, and so on. And what we did was that we start finding him, and this is not good documented, but I think what we should have is we should have brick walls where people say, this is a brick wall I have, please help me. And we should have another category where we say brick wall sold, but not just based on geography, I think. We should have emigration, we should have father unknown, and so on. Julia and I had one of her roots. No, Erik Rosén. I think the search here, there we have one. That Julie had a father unknown here for her grandmother, Elizabeth, and didn't know how to progress. And the major problem I feel as a Swedish person is that it's difficult to understand the Swedish language. So then we started looking into the birth books and the household books, and we found a lot of details in those. So here we have the household book for Erik Rosén, and we have this Edla Katarina, and we have that he lived for North America, and here we have that he says he's the father of. But it didn't say in the birth records, I think. So what I would like to see is that we have categories for brick was sold, but you have it per, not just people like this. You'd say, this is the way to, if you don't have found your father and it's in Sweden, look like this, in these resources. For example, if you are in Sweden in this parish, then you have those resources and so on. Because it differs. So your location is one, but it also what kind of problem you have. So we need to get it more per category, per what kind of problem it is. I think this is one of the biggest possibilities with WIkitree is that you can work together. And what we are doing now is that we are starting adding for every parish, for every part in Sweden, we are starting adding categories like this. So you have, for example, possibility to find portraits uploaded for this Arbro. And yesterday I got the feedback from a person who found a picture of one of his related people because we have added categories. And that was, I think, magic. I can see if I found it there. So he, maybe that was the one. No. Maybe I can't find it now. Too many emails. But I think it was a great success that from nowhere he found a picture. And that's because of WIkitree and because that we are adding categories. So my suggestion, start doing this Brickwall stuff a little bit more organized. Not just location, also type of problem. We should have some top categories or something like that. That's my opinion.